Okay, hello testing. How are we doing? I'm just getting things set up on my end, so do bear with me. Perfect. The boy should be summoned. There he is. Perfect. Right on cue. Right on the schedule. Okay, so hello. We're back with some Disco Elysium. We're past, I guess like most of the spooky things we're gonna be doing. As a heads up, we have been playing Resident Evil. This is for general context. And I will probably continue to play the game once we're done with the main story because we have the DLC still to play. I didn't realise RE4 was quite that long, because I think 18 hours into the original I'd already beaten the game. And we're 18 hours in and we're still like... I feel like we still have a decent chunk left to go, maybe a couple more streams to go. Plus DLC, which is like a completely other side story based around the campaign, so I think Resident Evil is going to be around for the rest of November. On and off, I'll probably do it once or twice a week. Cyberpunk will be coming back. Probably next week, but Cyberpunk will return. Of course, Disco Elysium hasn't gone anywhere and it is maintained. And that's what we're playing today. So, I'm just going to get into it. Thank you for listening to my 1st of November public service announcement. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. I should also close Zelda.wav. There we go. Perfect. I have missed Disco actually. I've missed Cyberpunk too. I've been feeling it a little bit. Like yesterday, for anyone who doesn't know, we did do a Halloween stream yesterday, but it could have gone a little bit better. I didn't really get on with the game so much. But throughout that I was even thinking I kind of wish I was playing Disco today instead. But it isn't very Halloween-y, so I don't know. I don't know. I guess Cyberpunk can be spooky. Depending on what your context of spooky is. But yeah. Anywhom. I'm also a bit concerned about, like, so I went to a gig yesterday as well. Usually I have to turn the game down and the music down in the pre-stream thing. Today I don't have to. Part of me's wondering if my hearing's more butchered than it was before, so I'm a little bit worried. Just a tiny bit worried. Anyway, we'll wait and see. Oh no, that was quite loud. Okay. Maybe it's the ambiance that's louder than I thought. Do we have a skill point, or am I making that up? We do have a skill point, okay. What do we currently need checks for? So, we have a bunch of physical instrument. Perception. Empathy. Encyclopedia might be a good one to have. I'm not sure. Genuinely not sure. Authority seems good. Rhetoric seems like a good one, and so does conceptualization. I feel like... What was it that we were, like, a sorry cop? I feel like empathy's gotta be like a... I don't know, maybe empathy doesn't really play into that, actually. Definitely doesn't play into authority. But empathy, I guess you try and get the human nature of things and constantly be like, it's okay, humans make mistakes, it's my fault. Even though it's like, you know, nothing to do with them. It's that, or we just like whack another thing into drama and be done with it. You know what, I'm gonna do this again, and we're gonna try and get Kuno on our side. This little shit. Right. show me the Kuno thing. Show me the Kuno. Kuno doesn't fucking care. Ah, you know, daft pig, etc., etc. Right, is there anything that increases my empathy? Nope. Is there anything that decreases my empathy that I have on? No. Okay. Alright.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Okay. We back down from Kuno, so we have 42% chance with empathy 6. I don't like these odds, but I'm gonna have to go with them, aren't I? Like, let's be real. Like, it's gonna...
What's going on?
Shit.
Is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, thrown around in like you don't have enough on your plate. You feel a sudden surge of self-pity coming on.
I don't know what we go for here. As you can see, we failed this 2 times previously. Maybe we just go into sorry cop mode. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just a busted old piece of meat. This case is all I have, and you're not helping.
Take the pain, fucko! Take the bad!
Smelling weakness. She loves it.
You heard that, see? Porker wants to talk about how he can't hack this shit. Porker wants to move in with Kuno.
Don't let him move in with us, Kuno!
You have no idea what to say now. You're just going to have to try to change the subject.
Okay.
Kuno doesn't...
Alright, well... another failure with trying to get Kuno to work with us. That's good. That is good. Right, so we could go talk to the Hardy Boys. That was a thing we could do, right? Sing karaoke. We need to go in the evening to karaoke. Find a way, we can't do that. Let's make it seem. Okay. Okay, so those two for Monday, they don't matter. We gotta do this one. I don't know how we're gonna do that. Sing karaoke, buy the pants. We don't have to do that. Find speed and sniff it. We're gonna try and ignore that one. Okay. What is the time right now? Oh yeah, we've got like, we're fucking miles off doing that one. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a thing we could do. Establish authority in front of the Hardy Boys. That's a thing. Even though I literally just said we're gonna be a sorry cop. Sorry, Poo.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Not the clowns. Leave them out of this, SMH. How do we...
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph. Since
Good one, Titus.
about fucking time.
Okay, we can't do that one yet, that's fine. Me and Everett talked, he promised he'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Why don't you push me some more to find out, Gimp? That doesn't feel very us, though. Very mature guys. Never out sent word, right?
Yeah, I heard him. Now fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word. Let me state this very clearly, capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys. Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
Okay. I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Crenell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Yes, they're forming some kind of tribunal. They're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
This Crenell is bad news, you know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army. And the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or Barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
A knock cannon, whatever that is. Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
That was an unsure phrasing.
For your sake, I hope you're right.
Right about what? That a 50 caliber bullet goes through shit? Yeah, I am.
Joyce said that they've gone rogue. Nobody is controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus. I don't know. Maybe not that. This feels like a big choice. I mean, okay, you got one more gun. One more gun on your side. Once I find mine, I lost it. This is an interesting choice. Okay. Be on your side when they come. I feel like we kind of need to make friends with these lads in order to get anything done, but I don't want to be deceitful either. That's kind of my, like, plight at the moment. I mean, okay, you got one more gun on your side. I feel like we have to say something kind of positive here. Or we say, I mean, okay, You got this. You got the numbers.
Goddamn right we do. We done it before. Ain't that right, fellas?
Fuck yeah, we have. Battle-hardened urban soldiers, man. We got the guns and the reserves.
Yeah, we got reserves. We can call in reinforcements.
Okay. Maybe we should try and establish authority. Alright, we're gonna give it a go. Also, maybe I should have saved Scum the Kuno thing. Nah.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Alright.
As you look
Hey, we
around
did it.
this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Alright, well we passed the authority check. I didn't think that would work. I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here. Let's go with where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called
Okay.
Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men. Sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
Alright. I get it, Titus. Yeah.
Huh?
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No. I got drunk, so I drove my, I got drunk. So drunk, I drove my car into the sea. I don't give a shit either. Just like you guys. No, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. Yikes. I feel like the top one makes the most sense out of all of that.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
Yeah, it's a bit yikes.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
It's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
Alright.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
Okay.
What is her name?
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due with an O-U.
OU. Okay. So is that the person we keep seeing? There's like somebody that we keep seeing through like the wall upstairs. I assume that's the
Shit.
person.
The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Oh, it's her! It's definitely her! It's Miss Oranje, disco dancer!
Oh god, okay, I'm not doing the red check. Correct, let's do that.
Yeah. Blonde. Tall. 2 rooms over from yours. Sure, why not? You've probably seen her around.
Shit. With an 8% chance of passing this. Said we don't remember being a cop.
You inexplicably add cool
Ah, shit.
after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
God, okay.
I don't understand what's so cool.
We're about to take a big moral hit, I think.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Whatever you do, do not tell him you know her. That would sound off.
Yeah, that would.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
So what was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Okay.
Something is off here. His anger is possessive.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
When was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
Yeah, we're not going to say that we know her. We technically don't. So, what is your relationship with her?
I know her.
Okay.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
I see.
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
Okay. So, she's not from around here?
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant, or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
I feel like this... You said you... okay. I don't know. Do we want to sort of like dig into that? I mean, we kind of have to anyway. We're going with the archetyped thing that I said I was going to go for our playthrough, but...
What do you think I meant?
Was it sex, drugs? Did you do karaoke?
Yeah, tons of it. All the songs.
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not
Okay.
gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
Okay, so
He's doing a good job here.
they
A
slept together.
commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
Okay. We're not going to say that we know her because we don't. I don't feel like we actually do. Thank you. We'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, voice break. Okay. Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade. Do we want to pick his brains about this as well? I don't know if we do. Because I feel like we've just won him over. I don't want to suddenly... I know it's our job. Maybe we should speak to the
Officer,
victim
what
first
was
and then
that?
do that. What was what?
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman?
No. I don't feel like we do, but we can say yes to...
Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Yeah, why would we ever say that? We met her in the hallway after I woke up. That feels like the most sensible thing to go with. I met her in the hallway after I woke up. Let's go with that, because I think Kim knows roughly in the timeline we were at that point.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
No. She knows I didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
I tried to hit... I don't think we did try to hit on her, did we? Is that fact? I don't think we did. She knows I did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out. I partied hard. And not very mental healthily. Yeah, me too.
So
Me
she
too.
overheard you? Or did you party together?
So this is what it feels like to be interviewed.
Oh, okay. We've got nothing to hide.
What if you do, but you just don't remember that you
I
did?
really hope that we're not involved with this, because this will be really
You'll
sad
get
if we
through
are.
it, you slippery fuck! Blast some insano at him! Throw him off!
I'm not doing that necktie, piss off. You overheard me listening to music and doing weird things from our room. It's the one next to yours, yeah. I think that is right.
Anything else?
I asked her where we are, what city is this, maybe even what year, something like that.
That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else?
Yeah, okay. Nothing, let's move on. I think that's fine. I don't remember doing that one, and we're definitely not saying the top one.
We'll be alright, Lieutenant. This is nothing.
You feel fortified by his assurance.
Okay.
It's going to be all right.
Okay.
Is it though? Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
Aye, aye. Alright, well, we should probably go do that next. Oh, wait. Let's go to the novelty dice maker quickly as well, while I remember to do that, because we ended up finding out some bits for them. I think we did at least. That's it, so we learnt more about the cursed building. EM. Oh, brought up my Steam overlay, that was good. Is there anything in here that we can, like, now do thing? Shall we? Not sure. Not sure. Oh yikes, what's happening here? Why can't I go down? Game, hello? Is this a bug? Yeah, that felt like a bug. This room is spooky. I know, KY. It's thematic for the Halloween stream from yesterday. It's only 24 hours late. I think this is a bug. Okay, we gotta go back in from the other way, maybe? There was probably another way. Oh, did we turn off the power, maybe? Scarier than the jump game. It's the jump scare. I can't even speak. Jump scare. Junk. Help. Words hard. Jump game. My favorite game. Let's go back in through this way. I assume that will work. But yeah. KY, I don't know if you hung around, but we ended up like quitting the game after a little bit, and I went to play TF2 instead. It was a little bit underwhelming. Alright, we're gonna try it. Can I try this again? It was like leather and sweat.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor.
Alright, hang on. We're gonna change. There's the workout garb. There it is. Alright.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Here we go. Oh, we did it.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air.
Hey.
Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game.
Say nothing, revel in this feeling. Oh yeah. Okay.
A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to. Hey, but you're still in a ghost house. What if someone heard this? What if they know you're here?
Good technique.
Okay, we already spoke to Kim about that. That's all good. Alright. What else do we need to do? We were gonna go up here. That's it. I'm amazed I got by without knowing.
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it.
Oh, of course we need the torch. That's why it's so dark. I forgot. Shit. That feels like a real duh thing now, but anyway.
Right. Now let's get to it.
Some areas are inaccessible without...
Okay, that makes more sense. Thank you, game. What's in the tools? I forgot about this. That's my fault. That's on me. So, is there any... like a whole upstairs area that I just neglected? Didn't know this was here. Alright, we can put this away now, please. Also, can I change my shirt back? Yeah. Perfect. Alright.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye? I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. No need to rush.
Okay, so to come back here, we actually need to have, we need to have, is it a Shivers check? Unlocked? I don't think we've got that, so just gotta try and remember that. We don't have a skill point for it, sadly. Otherwise, I would have tried to do it again there. That's fine. All right. What else can I do before we go and speak to anything else? So. The harbour gates. Okay, so I'm gonna go find Manuel. Ask about the victim's tattoos. Get 2 signatures from Everard. I don't know if we actually want to do this. I'm really 50-50 about helping Everard at all, to be honest, but I guess while we're here we can examine the corpse again. Because we kept it in the fridge, right? So it wouldn't, like, get any worse. Also, I don't think we ever found out what the PC thing was either.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Alright, we can't do that yet either, so we need to get another perception going. Fine. Okay. So, perception and shivers. Honestly, this is going to sound bad. I guess it's not too bad, but KY, I remember you were saying this is how you played the game. I might start putting skill points into things where I need to redo checks. Just because I would like to try and get outcomes and, like, see results happen. Instead of playing in a, like, certain way. I feel like I don't want to max out anything too desperately. So I'm kind of happy just to wait and get a skill point and then use it on something as soon as I need to get, like, an answer from someone. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm gonna start doing the same. That sounds like a smart plan. So yeah, okay, so we have those 2 to do. By Spirits from Rosemary, wasn't it like 500 though? Alright, let's go speak to the assault victim first then, and then after that we'll go speak to the Hardy Boys about what we know. I feel like that way around it's a little bit easier. And then we've got to do karaoke at some point today. So if we go to the and we've got to go find the smoker on the balcony, and we've got to do other bits. So we'll fit it all in. Sure. Yeah, I feel like specializing will definitely reward you, but for a more, like, well-rounded experience, I think it's still more rewarding it to sort of, like, I don't know, each their own with that sort of thing, I think. Including the passive. That's very true, yeah. I will say I feel like we've been quite blessed with the passives, generally speaking. I feel like we've had a good innings with hearing a bit of everything. With, like, what we've spec'd into. Like, I feel like we've got a pretty good range. Like, we've got most of intellect, we've got a few from psyche. We have, like, 2 of, I think, the most important ones from physique and motorics. So yeah, it's, I don't know. No wrong way to play disco. Exactly.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
Do we want to snoop? This room has sad written all over it, wow. Is there anything we can check in here? We got a skill point, okay.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at the toothbrush, I guess.
It's been used quite a lot. This toothbrush belongs to someone who doesn't give a damn about her teeth.
Look at the medications.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
There's quite the collection in here.
Anything of note?
I don't think we should be prying as bad as this is. I don't... Should we look? I guess we should look, but I don't think we should bring... It's not really our business, you know what I mean?
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotvaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Search the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
What's Nacra?
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Okay.
A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for.
Oh no, we're not doing that.
They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
God, okay. Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
Oh God, do I do it? Sweaty hands, told Kim about it. Oh God, I made it worse. I know that we're doing a run where we listen to the intrusive thoughts, but I also don't want to be a mess for what's about to happen. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna close the cabinet. I can't be a mess for what we're about to do because this feels really, really very sensitive topic to begin with. So this is where...
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Okay, run your fingers across the surface of the
Smooth
glass.
as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
You know which window has not been recently replaced?
The one I smashed in my room?
Yes, that one. cold wind is seeping in right now. Just one floor below you. Messing up your concentration here.
Okay, I think I'm gonna change what I was saying before about going for every single intrusive thought thing. I think when Inland Empire chimes in and says something, I go with it. And I might also spec more into Inland Empire to try and get some more bizarre shit to happen. But I don't think I'm gonna go for the line of thinking where it's like, let's get Harry absolutely intoxicated again. I don't really like that idea. Even though it plays into what I was proposing before, I don't think I'd enjoy it as much.
Stop distracting him!
But
He
yeah.
has work to do! Plus, if I recall, the window has been giving him shit ever since he got here!
I got here. Sounds like a South Park character. Alright. Got a doormat. Very cool. What did we need? Sorry, it was shivers. And it was shivers and something, wasn't it? Was it just perception? I'm trying to remember what the other one was. We could just do shivers. Actually, I might just do it. I could do Inland Empire. We needed to do a shivers check. I feel like it might be good to have that one anyway. Yeah, let's do that. Alright.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Hand-eye coordination. Move your hand fast. Oh god.
You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance. Then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
Alright, okay. Okay. Alright, this might potentially be quite a heavy... Is this something we can interact with?
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white. A bell-shaped crown.
What is this, Kim?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
Who pinned them? Which side?
The revolutionaries, so the communers and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too.
I see, okay.
It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
I see. Does this flower blossom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
Is it a coincidence? It being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Alright. Very well.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand.
Alright, we won't touch it too much then. Okay. Alright, here we go.
Welcome to the roof.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
She probably quit because of us. Is that an established thing? That feels like an established thing. Or it should be. Nice view you've got here.
It's much nicer now.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
So before, I thought this was like I thought this was somebody's room that we were seeing into, but this is like a patio thing. That makes so much more sense than what I thought it was.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
It sure has. Disco Infernum. Hell. You know not of which you speak. Let's go Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. And I have seen a few. Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
It's gotten pretty hard in the meantime, but I go on.
I can see that. I'm glad all this onward going has brought you to me.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
Okay. What is your name, miss, for the record?
Clausier Amondou.
And where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
What is Oranje?
A bad memory, officer.
Did you get the Kimball dialogue? We did not. Sadly, we did not get the Kimball dialogue, I don't think. I'm intrigued now, though. The Kimball dialogue? A bad memory of what? Maybe we should do a little bit
Of
digging.
lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass. Duraluminium. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. And night. At least it was for me.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
The conference centers are filled with people who get angry at you if you do something wrong.
Did you do something wrong?
Sooner or later, everyone does.
Yeah, I don't think we did, KY. We haven't this stream, at least. If it's like an expected thing from something we did a second ago. I don't think we've had it previously, though. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Also, KY, sorry, Freya, welcome in, by the way. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. It's been a little bit. Freya, we're playing RE4 at the moment, so thank you again for giving me that for my birthday. That's much appreciated. But yeah, but KY, thank you for the vote for Mother 3. I'll make sure to put that on at the end of the stream. I'm not sure if I said that at the time, but thank you. And Freya, thank you for the vote for Persona 3. Again, I'll put that on at the end. But yeah, Freya, I've been loving RE4. It's like, I think it's my favourite Resident Evil game. By far, it's so good. It's so good. And I got the DLC to go with it, so we're going to be playing that as soon as we're done with the main game on stream. Yeah, no, it's just been really fun. It's been a great time, so thank you. Okay, with this I'm not sure. Do we want to keep asking questions or do we want to get to it? What do you do, miss? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Oranese lit?
Oranese literature. It's what I
Oh.
studied at the university.
What is Oranese literature about? I feel like this could be very, very backhanded.
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are. Only the name of the nation changes.
Did you guys hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear that. My cat's meowing. Hello. Hello, sweetie. Star will do this sometimes. She'll just waddle in, meow at me, and then proceed to leave. Interest is already gone. This is truly a shame. She's now hunting for something on the other side of my room. We'll never know.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
And what do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
Hang on. Hello. I might have to go back out again in a minute. She's in like weird frantic mode. I don't know what's going on. She's still going meow for like no reason at all. I think she just wanted someone to say hello. She be like this sometimes. Star is a strange cat. Anyway. How do you make money then? Money is very important. Show her some money. Apparently... is that weird? Let's just go with cool.
It's not very cool, but what can you do?
Can we take a look at your passport, please? That feels a little bit too much. I feel like it's police business, so I guess we'd be okay with doing that.
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
And why is that?
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Oh.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
Okay, fair enough. I'm pretty sure I have the legal right to demand your passport, miss. How do I know that you've told us your real name?
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Alright, thank you, drama. Okay then.
Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
She is giving a bit of RBF vibes. Alright. Thank you. That's it for the record.
The record. So official.
Mm-hmm. Very. Let's show her the flower first before we ask her anything else that's too, like, pressing. What is this wild flower?
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
What's Sambo?
A martial art, sir. Is that it?
Samurai boxing, or Sambo, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth and cool.
Okay. Yes. Why was it there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
Or an admirer?
Any admirers, miss?
Admirers? I'm too old to be a debutante. And this place is no fashionable society.
Question avoided. Let's conclude that she has admirers. Plenty of them.
Okay. Nice room you've got here. This feels very much like a... You like jazz? Kind of like... B-movie kind of script quote.
Yeah.
Nice room you got here, sure.
It's pretty deluxe.
Yeah? Okay.
No one likes to talk about their dirty laundry and their empty bottles. Maybe if you phrase it emotionally.
What are you doing here? In the whirling in rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
In the whirling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
How... Do you think... How, like... I'm not sure how we should play this. Hate to say it, but... You got sad all over the place. Maybe we should just say that.
Yeah. I've contaminated it pretty bad.
Is that why you're out here?
The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The sad got that too. Then I found the handle for the summer door.
What exactly is the nature of this contamination?
For me, it's a mix of me with a lack of cleaning services. How about you? Talk around the establishment is, you have an industrial sad spill in there.
I mean, not wrong.
Somewhere below, military-grade sad is dripping off the walls. You should say the first thing. It's honest. It will lead to introspection.
Something is bad. In my head, in the past.
That's where it always comes from, isn't it? From the head and from the past.
I keep thinking that these, like, flying leaves and things that come up on the screen are like, it's like a bug on my monitor and I get terrified. I get really paranoid for like a minute, millisecond. It's a feeling. White and filled with doom. Gaseous. Invisible. Deadly. It's everywhere. Is it gaseous or gaseous? Not sure.
Sounds like an advanced form of what I've got, with a bit of old love sprinkled on top.
Probably, yeah.
Love is terror.
That window is new.
It is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
I feel like we shouldn't imply that we've been snooping.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you sexually assaulted, miss?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Actually, it's already afternoon.
Is it? It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
So, were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
I just asked you to spice things up for us.
Pretty much.
Warming them.
Are you sure you weren't?
I'm 89% sure.
Spicy, Spicy indeed. Does that mean you're 11% not sure?
You know how it is.
Do you?
Do I?
Maybe you don't.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Okay. Lieutenant, I don't know what to say about this. Honestly, I feel a little bit uncomfortable. I don't think we should be too, like... It's... This subject matter is always very, very difficult. I think I kind of need a second opinion. I don't really just want to barge into something that might come across as a bit like... I don't know. We assume that she's maybe been told the... I don't know. Let's ask him.
I'm sorry, miss, but we need a definite statement.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officers. I was not sexually assaulted. Sure. Would I be this flippant if I had been?
Okay. What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
Wait, partied? Where have I heard that before?
A lot of partying going on.
From Titus? About her and Titus's relationship? That's where you heard it.
You mean like a birthday party?
Yes. We made balloon animals, drank lemonade, inflated a bouncy castle.
Mm-hmm. You're being sarcastic. That's not actually how you partied.
It's not, sir. We drank alcohol. A lot of it. We had that effect on each other. Made each other drink harder.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Were feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
It must have been hard for you, seeing him there.
Oh yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Okay, so that she's the person that called. Okay.
Jackpot.
Cool. Reporting the hanging. That was you?
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone.
Okay.
In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Okay.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Before we go on, if it's snitching, then why did you do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
It's not good. That's really, really sad.
Tearing off his armor. Demeaning him. Throwing rocks at him.
Yeah. The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Okay. Nicked it? How?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Okay.
You were right to suspect there might be foul play involved with the broken phone line.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Jigsaw falling into place.
Hey.
This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry.
Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
Fair enough. What can you tell me about him? Name, age, eyes?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe.
Okay.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
She meant she sees him in her dreams.
I've also seen him in a dream. Maybe we... Is this insensitive? This might be insensitive. But I feel like if I'm going to go with all of the Inland Empire checks...
You have?
Time to do it.
Not like I do, I imagine.
How do you see him?
You don't want to know.
Okay. I see him as me.
She dips the cigarette in the lighter's flame and inhales, then looks at you with her lungs full of smoke.
I can see the similarity, yes.
Funny.
Funny how?
Nothing. I also saw him. We had a long inspection and that sort of thing sticks with you. Let's move on.
Okay. What did they hang him for? If not...
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was... what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Okay. Okay, well that kind of changes what we do know. How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
That they are. And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you guys party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
I feel like this is a bit too much to ask, but... Should we... I guess we could ask. The thing is with this, it feels very intrusive, but at the same time it's like... It might give us information we really benefit from. Well, I feel like we know the answer to this, but...
Which ones, sir?
Okay.
I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
That feels a little bit intrusive. Let's not say
Don't
that.
be tactful. She doesn't care.
Okay. Thank you for telling us all of this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
I had something else before we go. A little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Fuck it.
She looks back.
No.
Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
Avert your eyes, surely.
The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Let's return to this later, miss.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
Okay. Alright, so we have a guaranteed location for her each day, I assume. Let's talk to Kim out of earshot of them. Not that it matters, I don't think, but still.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will all make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Okay. Why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something is off here. I legit don't think it's... I don't know. Something feels a bit off.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things.
Okay.
The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Let's go. Okay. Well, at least we've done a few of the other things on here now. Alright, okay. Here we go. This is going to be a very, very hit and miss next couple of minutes. It's time to confront them about some things.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Okay. We're going to start with the drug trade. Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
No, do the honor. You've earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
I don't know. This is disgusting. You're admitting to profiting off of poisoning your own people.
Boo fucking who? People will always be taking drugs. Might as well do it clean and organized.
I mean... Okay, in theory, right? This is gonna sound like a really weird thing to say for some people. I do kind of get the mentality of that. Where it's like... If you make something illegal... In some cases, rightfully so that it is illegal. But... It's not like... Safely, you know, potentially dealt with. it's not something that's like properly checked. People aren't left liable if things are like go wrong with it. Not that I'm saying these guys would be, but like if I don't know, you try and organize it, it can work. But I feel like it's one of those things where it sounds better in theory than it ever will be executed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what the labor movement is all about.
So I don't know.
Clean and organized. And the Hardy Boys are running it.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys here.
The 8th Hardy, the one who's missing, she runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Again? Seriously, man. Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Okay, well, we learned that this was complete bullshit. So...
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Mm-hmm. Not the bullshit, she told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy. Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks. Frankly, it's a bit terrifying. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
Mm-hmm. Precinct versus precinct.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
So what's on this tape?
What's on it? We call it the Dorgun Mega Mix. You'll know why once you listen to it.
Where did you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
So you've bugged them, how?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Okay, so Angus is the one that does it.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
Where can I listen to this? I think we have a tape player, but I'm not sure.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Okay.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
Wow.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
That's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Fine, I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Okay. Gonna take off now. I mean, we don't know what the dude sounded like though, right? That's the other issue we've got currently. Is we don't really have something to compare it to. But that being said, I guess we can give it a go.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Okay. Play the tape.
You push Command Set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
Yikes.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
Okay. What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
Wait, I don't agree with the bottom one. I agree. He also sounded inebriated.
Still.
There's more going on here than we know.
Who's this Corty?
Corty could be short for Cortenard. One of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
Right. What's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
Okay. You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
Okay.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
Okay then, what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
Okay. Let's continue to do it then. Let's continue to detect. We're coming up to another level up as well, which is good to know. Can we do anything in here yet?
You see a heavy steel door. The cobalt blue. It leads to a side building. The man ponders his cooking utensils and he looks up at you. Then, shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know. He smiles. It's almost like...
Okay. Still can't get anything out of that yet. We haven't actually been into Kim's room yet, have we? Alright.
Officer.
Some more questions,
What brings
I'm
you up
afraid.
here in the rain?
Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intentions to commit...
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. This does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Kohoi was mentioned.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
You think he was trying to scare people?
No. I'm pretty sure he did all those things. And then had to internalize them to keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona?
Running joke. I was gonna say
Right.
running joke.
Okay.
And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
When he said he was done, and done mentally, it didn't sound like a joke. Sounded like a deeply troubled man.
Hold on. You said he was mentally done? That's... sounds like a broken man to me.
Well, maybe I pieced him back together with my magical personality.
Weren't you afraid?
Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but girls are evil. Had I the physical robustness and social support, I'd be in Cohoy. I would be tearing it up Soldier of the Apocalypse style.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being. What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Okay. Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Were you both from Oranje?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Okay.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
A military man, but not a patriot.
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind.
Okay.
He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Muindi. The old, old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Points aren't good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
I didn't know this was a competition, Kim.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
Of course, of course. His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it?
Quite a lot, yes.
It was an Organese map of the waterways.
Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
Showing off the chicks? How soon?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Oranese lit?
This Oranese lit?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the very essence of Oranese lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this?
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean?
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death?
Why do you ask?
It's just a feeling I have. Indulge me.
Well, it's wrong. He had too many drinks to down and too many bad things to do. Couldn't tap out just yet.
Everything checks out here. It's all A-OK. Good answer.
We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what that will show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss, but we'll manage without your help for now.
I think we finished with this line of questioning.
All right.
Cool.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Okay.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
It's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Where is this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Kim, how old do you think I am?
Huh?
How old do I look?
How old? 58.
58, wow. Oh my god. That's really old, really?
You asked.
Maybe you're wrong. You're wrong about the deceased too. He was way younger.
He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
I feel like I've been decomposing for longer than that.
On the bright side, you've been getting a lot of exercise lately.
There's silence. Then a little more. Here it comes. Mercy.
Sure, you're 42. Let's go?
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
Alright, okay, so we have another thought we can roll with as well. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll hold off on that, I think. I might just hoard some points for the time being. Play it like that. In terms of what we found out, done a pretty good getting all of the info we need regarding this. Okay, let's just go over everything we have right now. Okay. So these two we can do. Those are a no-no. We're not doing that one. Okay. Alright, well I think for now, I'm actually going to wrap things up for today. Feeling pretty good about where we're at. And I think that starting anything else new is going to be more tedious than not. So yeah, well thank you for watching today everybody. Thank you KY and Freya for stopping by, I appreciate ya. Freya, it's lovely seeing you again. KY, thank you as always. And I will add some of the votes onto the spreadsheet. Let's have a look. So Persona 3 needs a vote, so that's now up to 106 votes. And Mother 3 is now on 46 votes, meaning it's tied with Hitman in third. Awesome. Alright, well thank you for watching. I will be back tomorrow with... I think we're going to try and play Resident Evil tomorrow. I'm not sure. I think that's what I'm feeling. We'll wait and see. But yeah, take it easy. And I will be back then. See you in a bit. Bye bye.